got it in this plastic container. Okay, you ever see these things? You want to reuse them? They're so hard to clean inside of here. I think it cost me, look at that, I'm talking price already. Is everything money? So I'm using this, and it's way easier to clean a ceramic plate or whatever kind of plate I have than to clean plastic. And I stopped, I don't know why, but I stopped washing my paper plates. I just stopped. I had enough. I once put my paper plates in the dishwasher. Like magic, they all disappeared. I asked everybody, I says, where did my paper plates go? They're all gone. This is where'd you put them? Put them in the dishwasher. Where else do you put your plates? I always put my stuff to wash in the dishwasher. Fill this up with a little detergent. And wow, why is the detergent so red? Why is it so red? I got red all over my shirt, Ma. What happened? My mother says, guess what? These were on special at the Bay or at Macy's. They sell these at Macy's. $59 for the shirt at Macy's just because of the way they place the red on it. Just, they're rare. They only have a few of them at Macy's. So I'm eating French toast, but I forgot to toast it. At first I was thinking, I may as well eat pancakes. I mean, it's so much easier to put a piece of toast in the toaster that I threw in the garbage and they drove away. Maybe I could have fixed it again. You know, I'm still trying to clean out the char off the back of the wall, right through it. No, only kidding. I'm only kidding. When I leave for more than a day, I like to shut my breaker off for my stove, and hopefully I don't hit the fridge. I'll be coming home to a flood. We did the card trick. I'm not going to do the number thing I was supposed to do. We're already 2 minutes in. What I will do is this. I saw this on a door. It was actually this way. There was one on this side and one on this side. There were two of them. And then there was something above, and it was on a door of a window of one of these old doors. And when you look at it, you can see the way the cross brought together two worlds and one world. Now my question is, can I look at this as two banks of the road? Just 1 second. Let me see if I wish I knew how to. Can I look at it that way? Yeah, it sort of looks that way. See the way it looks like it goes down? Right? It looks like there's a distance here. Can it be a river, a passing? Remember, if you put a stick into the ground with a lot of power in it, right into the ground, and in the ground you hit the water, and in the air you hit the energy. Life, my friends. Different worlds. One world here, one world here, one world here, and one world here. Is it the positive and the negative? Are they completely different worlds? Brought together, the head and the tail. Like if this is Earth over here, is the tail of Earth Neptune? Who faces Earth? Remember, if it's a spiral, it starts here and it ends here. The E-world spiral of life. In which brings me to talking about the numeric value to Christ, 77. Multiply it 49, add it 14, DNA. 40 world in the blue world. Birth in the blue world, 9 by 4, 36, creation of 360, 9 and 4, 13. M and N is a switchover in the counting of the letters in gematria. So when I talk about numbers, I most likely am going to, or I should refer it to other than what I created, but was already been created. The numeric letter value for Jesus, this is the 10th letter, the 5th letter, the 19th letter, the 21st letter, and the 19th letter. They total 74. There's other things that total 74, which is time. equals 47. Cross equals 74. Then I play a game with it. Where can I find it on a cube? Where can I find it on a 9 face? Imagine a 9 face. It's not square, but your telephone's a 9 space, and it is square. Well, I go through the cards, and I come up with the 8 card, showing me here's a square, here's a rectangle, here's a square, and here's a square. 2 squares, and where the center of the square are on both sides. Automatic 8, splitting of 2 square worlds. And I went around the whole world. World must be round because I went around. Could be round. What if you went to that end? How would you go to that end of the world and then end up here? Can you go all the way around the world this way? Or do you go all the way around the world this way? Or do you just go around the world this way? You don't need to go all the way around. You only need to go halfway around. Because halfway around gets you one way, and the other halfway around gets you back. Let's not talk about it anymore. I'm going to get some maple syrup. It's on special. Last year's maple syrup. Not like the manager's special of the day. Manager's special of the day. Old used bananas. Well, actually, they're not used, but they're all dark. But that's the special of the day. Spécial de Gérant. Why even tell me that? If you don't sell these in the next 24 hours, you may as well ship them out to the garbage. But I take it is a special. They did put down the price because they're not looking as good. So you know what I do with these? I freeze them. Singularity. They take them out, and I'll either throw it in something to cook because they get really mushy, or I dip them in yogurt and maybe chocolate. Or peanuts. I'll dip them in peanuts, but these are the greatest snacks. I made a big mistake today. Went shopping, I bought apples, like I do all the time. Crazy price, 91 cents I paid yesterday for one apple. And it wasn't a big apple, it was just a small apple, so I wasn't in New York. Anyways, no joking around. I bought a Spartan. And the funny thing about that, I don't buy Spartan, I buy Gala. I like Gala. You bite it right away, it comes right apart. The Spartan has like a little spongy in it. And it's funny because I went to my friend's, where my friend works at one of his restaurants, and they're all Greeks that work there. And I says, I haven't met a Greek woman in a long time. And now I pick up the Spartan, and Spartan for me is, I don't know, I call it one of the soldiers. So we're going to get back to this. Is this a passage? Will it open here? When it opens here, it closes here? Does it have a spring style to it? Do we put something on top of it and it goes doing, 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 and every time it does that, this goes into the ground? This is a bond. This is like the fleur-de-lis. Can we continue this like the fleur-de-lis? Hold on, let me get that camera off. Another long video? No. Uninterrupted. The only commercial break you're going to have here is when I end, you go do something, you come back, you watch the next one. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to say, oh God, why don't we do this? Oh, so from a heart, number 52, to a spade. Number 45, the club is 38. The diamond is 60, matching time. The reason I call this the church, okay, the club, is because C and H is club. It's also the red house. Now, why would he say the red house? 3 by 8, 24, 3 plus 8, 11. Electric company, 17, I stand. But why the red house? 3 and 8, 11. 11 and 3, when you go play pool, they're both red. 3, 1 and 1 is 2. 3 and 2, the BC world. Because if there's 1 and 1, the two worlds have come together, the BC world. If 1 and 1 come together, it's automatically 3. So now we have the spade, we have a little hat. Do we have an antenna here? We have number 2 and number 2. Look at that. 22, 22nd letter for life. And the 5th letter. 22 and 5, 27. 27 red. C and H stands for church. It gives me the 11 ball and pull. 8 by 3, 24 plus and minus 11. Excuse me, I made a mistake. It's not 17. 3 by 8, 24. 3 plus 8, 11 equals to 35. Equals to, was that 12? I made a mistake. 24 minus 11 is 13. AC World Electric. Now we're going to bring this back into my last video. What does the 22 represent? Or at the same time, we can look at this a little bit different. It's got to broaden it out and try and understand more what it is, right? So when you're broadening this out a little bit, you're actually looking at 6 or 6 and 9 or 9 and 6, depending from where you stand in that world. Do you notice the difference between this one going in between and this one connecting? So I'm asking myself, what are these two? Do I put a dot in the center and maybe they're looking at each other? 2 worms? I don't know. I don't know what I do. I know I have to go on the floor and finish that. It's in terrible shape. I'm out of paintbrushes. I'm out of paint. I need paint. Somebody want to send me a couple of cans of paint? Don't do that. The weight of a can to ship 1 can of paint is more than the cost of a can of paint. It's crazy. First of all, I sat in 3 cans of paints. Yesterday I was moving some stuff and I flipped over a can of paint without the top onto the floor. I cleaned it up. I threw it out. I should have used some of it and ran around the house putting a little bit of red. You know, I threw out 3 shirts. Oh. Chicken poop, yellow. Are we going to talk about why the rooster gets up in the morning and crows? Is it 5 a.m. or 6 a.m.? He's not sure. They rolled back time. Rolled back time. I rolled over some potholes today. Rolled over some potholes. Passed by the policeman and rolled over some potholes. Where else are we going to go with this? We can talk about Jack. Do you know they call this the Jack a valet? Valet means Jack in French. And they would be, hey, where's the valet parking? Are you a cracker Jack? Jack in a box. Jack of all trade. I can also use that sexual word for Jack. But then Jack's the master of Jack. Master Jack. How you doing, Master Jack? Didn't say on my back, Jack. No debating. The master has... Okay, so where else can we find Jack? Oh my God, look at that on the hill. Jack went up the hill for a thrill with Jill. Fell down and broke his crown. Jill should never be playing with his head. Can I be funny at all? I think it's time for a commercial break. It's dinner time, 6:42 Eastern Standard Time. And it is apparently, for some people, the first day of the new season. In fact, for me, I feel the energy. The minute I go outside in the last 5 days, I can feel, even if the temperature was the same temperature for the last 20 days, I can feel in the air that the spring chicken has come out. Thank you for watching this video. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Almost 2 to 1. Out of every 100 people, there might be just one other just like you. Imagine all being different. Everybody with a different idea. Sometimes somebody doesn't like somebody else. How to put up with how to, the thing we didn't talk about that, and this is in the next video for anybody who took the chance to come to the end and watch this, is look how close they are in here. Am I making my 9 actually square, or should it be not square? And that will tell me where my dots are going. But anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4 up, 5 up, 4 down. Thank you for watching this video.